Right, so Final Fantasy XIV and modern WoW, and modern MMOs in general, have this issue, right? Where it feels like only 10% of the game is multiplayer. Right now you might say yes, but right now you're not leveling with anyone, you're doing it solo. In Final Fantasy XI, that's true. But I'm in the low levels at the moment. I'm before level 15, and once I hit level 15, I'm going to have no choice but to team up with other people to level up. Otherwise, it's going to be like a 1 level every 3 days, right? Like I find with like Final Fantasy XIV and retail WoW, like yeah, you literally spend like 90% of the game playing solo, and any of the multiplayer stuff is in an instance, like a dungeon or a raid. There's no like player interactions out in the world. There's nothing happening. There's no like there's a living world, but no one's living in it. You know? And this is why I like classic era World of Warcraft. This is why I like Final Fantasy 11. This is why even to a degree I like fucking RuneScape, bro. Because it's like they have that feeling where it's like, yeah, you can play it on your own, but if you play it on your own, just like in real life, if you're going to try and do everything on your own, it's going to be much worse. You're going to be much worse off. It's going to be much harder for you. Whereas it's like, literally, in modern WoW, I could probably clear heroic raids without joining a guild. I could literally probably clear the newest raid on heroic without a guild. If I like put enough time in, and you know, I could easily do that. That wouldn't be an issue. That would take me maybe like 3 or 4 months. Like if I start from now, like I'm max level in Dragonflight already, right? And I just need to finish like the post-game quests and unlock the raids. But if I did that, it'd take me like 2 or 3. There was a game that was in beta, and there was like an MMO that was hella co-op focused, but you could not solo. It did not make it out of beta because people. I bet this game came out after 2013 as well. Like, there's just something about the modern philosophy of MMO design where it's like it caters too much for solo players, to the point of it not even being like an MMO. And it's like I'll tell people like, you know, I don't like Final Fantasy XIV because it doesn't really feel like an MMORPG to me, and people are, yeah, because it's an RPG MMO. And it's like, an RPG MMO, what do you mean? And it's like, well, it's a single player game with a multiplayer component. And it's like, yeah, so it's a bad MMORPG then. It's not the kind of game I want to play. And it's like, no, it's not bad. It's like, yeah, but you just described why I think it's bad. Because it's supposed to be this online game full of people, right? But you spend 90% of the time in your house or in the city, and then 10% of the time in the same fucking dungeon. The 20th the same dungeon for the 20th time this week. For what? Justice points? Fucking tombstones? Like, yeah, but the thing is that, okay, here's another thing. In modern MMOs, the leveling experience isn't considered a core component of the game. Right? Like, the leveling experience is considered, like, prerequisite. Whereas, like, in these older games, like when WoW Classic was first released, and Final Fantasy XI, they designed that game. It's going to be like, people are going to be playing this game for 2.5 years, so we're going to have to put loads of shit in it. And it's like if I play WoW Classic, even if I'm level 60, there's something for me in every zone to do that could help me. But if I play Dragonflight, if I go over to play retail Dragonflight, or Final Fantasy XIV even, right? It's like you find yourself in the same 4 or 5 zones of the most recent expansion, right? And then you just stay there. So it's like, I don't know, modern MMOs don't feel like they have a world. Despite having bigger worlds than we've ever had, the worlds feel smaller than ever. And that's why I'm not playing Final Fantasy XIV and why I'm playing Final Fantasy XI. There you go.